and it's Motivational Monday brought to you by the Bridge Builder. And today we're going to talk about the permission slip. So I was thinking about the fact that when I was growing up, I used to love to take trips with the school. It was always exciting to know that we weren't going to have to be in class that day. And we were always pumped up about taking our permission slip home to get it signed. And when I was growing up, we'd have a permission slip and have a little school bus on it, and it would tell us that we were going somewhere. But if we didn't have the permission slip signed, we could not go anywhere. And for many of us, the reason that we are not succeeding and the reason that we're not getting to where we want to go is because we haven't given ourselves permission to get there. We haven't given ourselves the right mindset, the right focus to accomplish our goals. And so the first thing I want to tell you today is you will never produce what you won't proclaim. In other words, if you don't speak it, if you don't declare it, you will never produce what you're not out here saying that you will do. There is power in positive and negative speaking. And for some of you, doubt has permeated your tongue. Doubt has permeated your very existence. And over again, you're talking about what you can't do, what won't happen, what you couldn't accomplish, what you failed at. And because you're speaking negatively, you're not getting to where you're headed. You have to proclaim where you're going, and you'll never produce it if you won't proclaim it. You have to be able to look in the mirror at yourself, look at your surroundings and your situations, and no matter what it looks like, say to yourself, I believe today is going to be a great day. As a matter of fact, take a moment to practice it. While you're watching this Motivational Monday, just say to yourself, it's going to be a great day. Doesn't matter if you're headed to work. Doesn't matter if you're headed to an appointment. Doesn't matter if you're looking for a job. Doesn't matter if you're still trying to get that business off the ground. Doesn't matter if you're going through some relational struggles. You still have to declare today is going to be a great day. And the more you say it, the more you'll believe it, because you will not produce what you do not proclaim. The second thing is, what I used to like about taking those field trips in school is that they would always give us an itinerary of where we're headed. The second thing I want to tell you is you need to create an agenda to lead to your accomplishments. You see, what would happen is they would say on the field trip form where we were going so that our parents would realize, hey, I'm taking your child somewhere and this is our destination. And so my mom would have this so that if anything happened, she realized where I was going. And when I think about this agenda, they would always tell us what time we were leaving. They would tell us about what time we were going to get there, and they would tell the parents about what time we were going to get back. But what they did not do is detail every stop along the way. There are some of you, you have a goal in mind, you have a plan in mind, you have a hope in mind, and the stops along the way are causing you to get concerned. It's the stops along the way. It's the stop at the doctor's appointment that you did not expect. It's the stop in the area of frustration that you did not expect to have. It's the disappointment that you did not expect. And so what happens is you have an agenda that you're saying, one day I'm going to do this, or one day I'm going to do that, but you didn't realize that there were going to be some stops, there were going to be some twists, there were going to be some turns, there were going to be some curves. But I need to encourage you that just because you're at a temporary stop along the way, it does not mean you're not going to get to where you're headed. Get up. Pick your head up, lift your head up, focus your attention on your destination, and get yourself back on the road, because you can get there. And last but certainly not least, you must be willing to depart to get to your destiny. You see, for many of us, we're in a stagnated position. And the reason that we're not getting anywhere is because we've not moved forward yet. You see, what I also like about the permission slip is that it shows that we're going to be going in a vehicle. And so when I was growing up, we would all get excited about getting on that bus and going to the place where the field trip was taking us. And our parents had given us permission to go. You have to give yourself permission to move forward. For some of you, the reason you're still in what you're in is because you haven't given yourself permission to move out of it. And so you keep declaring a destiny that you have not departed for. It is time to move. If you have a book in your heart, it's time to write a few lines. If you got a new job you're trying to get, it's time to send that resume out again. If you're trying to get promoted, it's time to walk in your boss's office and tell them, I can do more, I can do greater. If you're trying to fix a relationship, it's time to go and say, I'm sorry. Whatever it is, you have to give yourself permission to move forward. So remember, you will never produce what you don't proclaim. You have to give yourself an agenda to reach your accomplishments. And lastly, you must depart in order to reach your destiny. This is Motivational Monday, brought to you by The Bridge Builder. Don't forget to look out for my book if you haven't gotten it yet, How to Get to the Other Side. You can find that on Amazon. We're excited about everyone that has joined us today. Give yourself permission to reach prosperity. This is Motivational Monday, and as long as there's a Monday, we'll be motivating you. Share this video. Thank you. Bye-bye.